And this is Sari on Science for Arizona Science Center. We're live off-site at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we're going to wait just a couple moments and let a few more people join in. So hang tight with us while we kind of just look around at some of these amazing projects. So hang out here just a few moments. Again, we're letting people join on in. As you look down the hall, you'll see so many different projects and how many people are here. So join on in, and those of you who are just joining us, we're going to give a quick tour of the hall here and showcase some of our amazing Arizona students. We've got more than 1,800 finalists here from all over the world, 81 countries, regions, territories, and it's really impressive work happening here at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. So again, we're just going to wait a couple more minutes. We're going to let folks join us, look around here, see the volume of people that we have. Check out all the people here at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. We're waiting just another moment for a couple people to join us here on our live stream directly from the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in Pittsburgh. All right, for those of you just joining us, we wait just a few minutes for a couple people to join us. But I'm Sari Custer for Arizona Science Center, here with a live Sari on Science just for you. We're live in Pittsburgh. We're off-site from the Science Center today at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. So this is a worldwide competition. So students from all across the world, we have more than 1,800 finalists from 81 countries, regions, territories, and we even have 16 projects from Arizona. Oh yeah. And we're going to take a look at those today. So this competition's so big and so impressive that it's actually broken up into two different halls here at the Pittsburgh Convention Center. And we're in the Animal Sciences Division right now. And we're coming up on one of our Arizona finalists, and she's going to be able to tell us a little bit about her project. Of course, she's very popular, already having a conversation about her research. All of these students that are here are doing original research for anything from animal sciences to mathematics, embedded systems, and things we haven't even thought of before. So we're going to come over and talk to Natalia. Hi, Natalia. All right, so we are live with folks back in Arizona and from all over the world here, and I'd love for you to tell them all about your project.
Well, I worked with nosema, which is a common gut pathogen that's affecting them in a detrimental state, especially with all the factors combining. And last year I found out that there was behavioral aspects that are associated with it in a way that it lowered the amino acid level in their brain. And so this year I created a supplement diet using cysteine, serine, and threonine, and cysteine increased their lifespan by 85% on day 20 in comparison to normal bees, which were only like 20% alive. And then spores, it reduced the infection rate by 7.6 times.
So just so I can recap here, you've developed a brand new diet for bees so that they aren't dying off.
Right.
Amazing. And where did you come up with that idea to do that type of research?
For this research, I based it off of my previous statistics on amino acid levels in their brain, and I also found out that they were dying a couple years back on social media, so I really wanted to pursue that.
So you saw information on social media all about the bees dying, and that just sparked you to learn more and start some original research, and nobody else is doing this work, correct?
Correct, and it's a new finding in amino acids of how this specific one can help increase their immune response.
That's amazing. And remind me, what high school are you at?
I'm at Empire High School in Tucson.
Empire High School in Tucson, amazing work. And why don't you tell the world too about maybe one or two things that you've loved about your experience here at Intel ISAF, or something that you're still looking forward to?
Well, if anyone hasn't been there yet, you must try, because it's absolutely amazing and overwhelming. You see people around the world, and it's almost this amazing optimistic that just comes into your mind, and you're just like, wow, I really want to see everyone here, and it's awesome.
Excellent. Well, thank you for letting us check out your research. We're going to go around and see if we can find another one of our amazing Arizona finalists. Thank you. Oh, we have a question. Hold on one moment.
It says, how do you make them diet?
Oh, so how do you provide a diet for bees? That's a great question.
Well, this is really easy. If there's any beekeepers out there, you just create a 300 milligram powder of cysteine, and you mix it in with 300 milliliters of solution of 50% sucrose, and you just give that to a beekeeper or wherever, and they're able to use that and eat it.
So we're talking about maybe farmers and bees who are trying to provide a diet for, or they're feeding the bees, not necessarily just bees in the wild. Is there a way to introduce this in the wild?
There could be. There could be stations where bees naturally find resources through. Oh, okay.
You're good. Yeah. No, keep going. So, no, I mean, we've all been outside, right, on a picnic, and bees try to fly. They fly around your lemonade.
They're naturally
because
attracted to it, so you could build some type of device where they kind of like a hummingbird feeder.
Yeah. Okay. So a bee feeder.
Bee feeder.
So bee feeder with your special diet that helps prolong their lives. Yeah. Excellent. Amazing. Any other questions out there for Natalia before we move on to another project? Excellent. All right. Thank you again. Amazing work. Congratulations. And we'll see you in a bit. All right. Come on this way, world. So we're going to travel through the hall here, and we're going to go find another project because there's one right around the corner. Again, if you're just joining us, we're at the IntelInternational Science and Engineering Fair here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there are more than 1,800 finalists here from 81 countries, states, regions, territories from all over the world. Really, really impressive work. And as you can see, look all the way down this hallway. Look how many aisles of projects there are. It's just absolutely phenomenal to see the amazing original research being done by these young scientists. They're absolutely incredible, cutting edge research. So join me right this way. We're leaving the animal sciences section, and we're headed over to the microbiology section. We have several different students that are competing here from Arizona. So those of you who are home Arizonans, we are definitely representing well. And we're going to head down this way. I hope I'm getting this right because it's like a maze. I even have the official badge, but yet I still don't know where I'm going half the time because there's so many students. So let's head this way, and we'll see. I might have gone down the wrong aisle. Am I in the wrong aisle? I'm getting a little direction from our cameraman, Tara, who's helping us out today. I think we're even in the wrong aisle. So we're going to go down the next one and see if our Hannah is here. She has a great project that's near and dear to my own heart on bats, and I'll let her tell you all about it. And while we do, we'll pass, look at some of these titles in here. Effective peptide vaccine against Zika virus. So we're talking about students who are doing research on diseases that are impacting the world, and they're still brand new original research. So let's head on over this way. We're going to come down and check out our Arizona finalist, Hannah. All right. Right this way. Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Excellent. So we're live with our folks back in Arizona, of course, from around the world, because, hey, it's Facebook Live.
It is.
So you are another one of our amazing Arizona finalists who did some original research. Would you mind covering for them what you did, why it's important, all those great things?
Yeah, I'd love to. So I focused on white nose syndrome fungus, which is an invasive fungal species, and I combated it by using a unique combination of an antibiotic, a probiotic, and an antifungal. And this is really important because it could save the U.S. agricultural system about $50 billion.
I'm sorry, did you say $50 billion?
I did. Billion with the B.
Billion with a B. That's a lot of money.
It is. It is.
So bats are pretty important.
Bats are very important.
So the type of work you're doing, is this something that could really be put into place to truly save all this money?
Yeah, very much so. This is a really easy and simple solution to be put out into the environment.
Excellent. And now, if I recall, you used a model. Can you talk a little bit more about the model you used trying to do your research?
Yeah, so in Arizona, there's no known cases of white nose syndrome fungus, so I didn't even want to bring it into our state just for fear, because it's kind of infamous for escaping the laboratory setting.
That's really, I appreciate that, by the way. I'm a big fan of bats. I know you and I have bonded over this already.
We have.
So I hate to lose the bat, so thanks for not bringing it in. But continue, I don't want to cut you off.
You're fine. So I used the common black bread mold instead as a great model system for all fungi.
Excellent. Is that something that's common in science, where we take a different material or a different strain and model it out?
Yeah, it's really common, just for a proof of concept before working on to the actual project study.
Now, is that something you want to do? What are your next steps with your project?
So my next step, I would love to continue working on this and actually work with the fungus rather than in my high school in an actual university. And then I hope to actually implement this later on in the future.
Amazing. Well, that's great work. And like I said, I want to save the bats because I love them. And for any of you adults out there, if you don't know, save the bats means save the tequila. I know that's a sensitive spot, but not something we're talking about with the high schooler students necessarily. But we know that money drives the world sometimes. So another thing thing to continue. Bats are great pollinators, so very, very important. So Hannah, other than your research, you're here with 1,800 other finalists from around the world. Can you tell us about your experience this week, things you're looking forward to, or things you've loved?
Oh, I've just loved meeting so many new people. Like my friend to my right, who's not there right now, but he's actually from Sri Lanka, and I've been able to talk to him about his cool project and just things that I never thought were possible that these kids here are doing, and it's just amazing to see.
Excellent. Well, we're thrilled that you could make it. Thank you for representing Arizona so well.
My pleasure.
And I know we have our awards tonight. The special awards are tonight. Grand awards are tomorrow. So judging happened all day yesterday, and I know everybody's kind of very happy that the judging part is done. That's the toughest part. Today's a little bit of fun talking to the public about their projects, and tonight we'll find out who will win. Excellent.
Oh, exciting.
I know, exciting. So thank you very much for joining us. And for you all, we're going to take a couple more videos of around the halls. Were there any questions, by the way, from our Facebook followers on this project?
Just how would you apply it, and what school is Hannah from?
Oh, thank you. How would you apply it, and what school are you from?
Okay, well, first I'll do the how would I apply it. It's a really simple technique that a lot of environmentalists actually use. They kind of have a feeding station by the bat colonies, and the bats fly in and get their food. And since this is a contact-driven treatment, all they'd have to do is get brushed with the treatment, and then kind of imagine patient zero, where they would go and touch 5 more bats, and then those bats would spread it even further. And then I'm from Basha High School down in Chandler.
Ah, so your teacher's even here,
He is.
Dr. McKelvey, so that's great job as well. So those of you who are Basha fans, you've got one of your very own right here. And I have to have, for projects like yours, I'm going to volunteer as soon as you need somebody to be out there to help, instill our bat brush system for contact. I'm there. There for you.
I'll hit you up.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll get volunteers from you too. Any other questions out there for Hannah on her bat project and combating white nose syndrome in bats across the country and the world, I guess, technically?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
All right, we are question free. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
We're going to keep going here. We're going to head out back this way just to get another view of the hall, see some of these amazing projects that are out here, see if we can find another one of our Arizona students, although they might be on the other side of the hall and downstairs because we're broken up into 2 different spaces. So those of you joining us, 1,800 students here at the IntelInternational Science and Engineering Fair in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So many projects, amazing work. Let's see how many people are here. And yes, you absolutely should be impressed with these young scientists doing original research from all over the world. Excellent. All right. We're going to end our live broadcast for now, but we'll be joining you back with some pre-recorded video at a later time. Check out some details, of course, on Facebook, on Twitter, and everything at azscience.org after the competition so that you can learn all about the winners. And we'll catch you next time with Sari on Science.